Hey, everybody. Forgot to turn on my mic there at the beginning, but we're so glad that you're here and joining us for the February edition of Live, of Dustin Phillips Live. Thank you guys for being here. We took off the month of January after a very, very fun and what felt like a eternity of Christmas long run during our 12 live streams of Christmas. So we hope that you had a restful January and are ready to join us for another hour, maybe even longer concert. As always, if you don't know who I am, I'm Dustin. I'm at the piano tonight, and that's why it's called Dustin Phillips Live, because in fact, we are doing this live. So this is not scripted, this is not pre-recorded. This is all for you. You're seeing this as it unfolds. And of course, helping me unfold this lovely concert tonight is my lovely wife and executive producer of the show, Kristen Phillips.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, and give a big round of applause for Kristen, who got everything set up just in the nick of time tonight. So big kudos to her.
A couple minutes late there. Today I just kind of coasted and was like, oh, I'm ready for the live stream, and realized I had nothing ready for the live stream. So, but we made it.
And we did, and we're glad that you guys made it too. Oops, excuse me. Well, tonight, of course, we are taking your requests, whether they're Christmas or for Valentine's Day coming up in a few weeks, or Groundhog Day, which is tomorrow. So if you have any songs related to those, or in fact, any song related to anything, I caught myself off guard there.
Excuse me, I think this is open tonight.
Yes.
/ Groundhog Day / Valentine's Day / anything you want.
Yeah, if there's any national holidays out there that I missed, please let me know. We'd like to cover those. So we're going to start off tonight. Please, again, before I go there, please put your requests in the comments. Kristen will be watching out for them like a hawk and assembling a list together. So we'll try to cover as many requests as we can tonight, so lay them on. I'm going to start off tonight while y'all are thinking about that with a song from the classic 80s, 70s duo Hall & Oates. This is You Make My Dreams Come True. fun, peppy way to start the evening. That was Hall and Oates. You make my dreams come true. And y'all are making my dreams come true tonight by just being here. So thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, we have plenty of people tuning in tonight. I'll say hello to a few here.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So, hi to Brenda Dinkeldine.
Hello, Brenda.
And the entire Brown family.
The Browns are back in town.
I'll just group them all together.
Of course.
Howdy, Brown family. Kim Beaver is on with us.
Hello, Kim.
And so is Janet Smith.
Hello, Janet.
Teresa Bays. Hi, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa.
And see Kim Womble.
Oh, hi,
and
Kim.
That whole clan is here.
Of course.
And Phil Beaver says, Hail Purdue.
Hail Purdue. Back to you.
And I see Rebecca Osborne's on. Hallie Chanel is
yes,
on.
hello, Rebecca.
Hello.
Hello, Hallie.
And my dad is on too.
Hello, Mike.
And I'm sure there's many more listening. I can only see comments. But hello to everyone else who is watching as well.
Mm-hmm. A hearty hello to y'all. So, yeah, if you want to say hello and get your name shouted out, you know what to do. Write us a comment. I'm going to dive into one more song before we get into the whole request queue. We're going to slow it down a little bit, and I'm going to play a song from the Carpenters. When were they around? I think they were popular in the 70s or 80s or something like that. But anyway, I was introduced to them, as a matter of fact, because my mom really loves the Carpenters, and she has like a greatest hits CD, and this was one of the songs on that CD. It's called Close to You. Hope you enjoy. And that was Close to You by the Carpenters.
That was lovely.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Yeah, they have a sort of a poppy feel to that, but I like to throw in a little bit of jazz just to make things interesting. I think it's about time, speaking of making things interesting, to get to our request queue, as long as we have some in the queue.
Oh, we do have some in the queue.
Great.
But first, Kathy Aldridge is watching, and she said that you are making her night.
Oh, thank you, Kathy. And you're making my night by being here. Not here in this room, but you know what I mean.
Yes. All right, let's jump into the queue on that note.
Kristen isn't having any of this tonight.
I'm just like, let's get to the queue. So our first request comes from Brenda Dinkeldine, and her request is anything by the Bee Gees.
Anything by the Bee Gees. Okay. Well, I think we can at least go for a medley of Bee Gees songs, at least ones that I know. So, which ones do I know? Which Bee Gees songs do you know, Kristen?
I couldn't just say like the the title.
Oh, no.
I feel like that's the only Bee Gees song I can think of.
Okay. Well, I know of a few others, so I will play as much as I know of those others, and we'll just put them all together in one glorious Bee Gees medley for Brenda. Thank you, Brenda, for the suggestion. This is the Bee Gees on the piano. Well, that was a few Bee Gees songs thrown in there. I knew a little bit of that last song, and in fact, I don't even know the name of the song, but I know the Bee Gees did it. Maybe Brenda can help fill me in on that. But nice to bring some of the Bee Gees grooves into our time tonight. So what else have we got to bring us some good grooves?
We'll have another comment here.
Oh, yeah.
Frances Heverin is watching.
Oh, hi, Frances.
Hi, Frances. And she just said, what a great way to spend a snowy Monday night. Thank you.
I agree. And thankfully, we still have some snow on the ground over here. So it does feel like the Christmas magic isn't quite over yet.
Yes. Even though we took down our Christmas tree decoration behind the piano.
Yeah.
Literally an hour ago.
Uh-huh. We're a little behind on taking down the Christmas decorations.
We
but
still have stockings up. We still have a Christmas tree up as well.
hey, we're optimistic. Maybe Christmas will come sooner if we hold on.
So our next request in the queue comes from Esther Brown via
Esther.
Ken Brown.
Oh, yes.
And she requests John Williams medley.
A John Williams medley. Okay. Well, man, John Williams has done so many pieces. So we'll see how many we can pull together here with this tribute to John Williams. I feel like I might not do him justice on the piano since he writes for the whole orchestra, but we'll see what we can do. Here's to you, John Williams, and to the Browns who suggested the John Williams medley. tried a nice little variety of John Williams there. Of course, he's done like hundreds and hundreds of soundtracks, so I couldn't possibly cover everything, even if I dedicated the entire hour to it.
Yeah, and Brenda said that you could just play John Williams all night.
Wow. I mean, that sounds like a challenge, Brenda. We might have to do a special episode where it's just on John Williams.
Yeah, like you said, he has enough, repertoire that he's written, so I take that as a challenge.
Yes, I like the challenge.
Also, hello to Joe Eisinger and Cindy Sweet, who have joined us in the comments.
Hello, Joe. Hi, Cindy. So glad that you are both here. Well, and speaking of challenges, as a matter of fact, that's just what we're going to do now. So we're going to play a game called 4-Note Song. And so some of you are already aware of how this is played, but the way that we do play this is that I'm going to take 4 random notes suggested by you all from the keyboard and turn it into some sort of making sense melody. And hopefully it will be beautiful for all to hear instead of you all needing to plug your ears for the next 3 or 4 minutes. So here is your challenge. If you're musically inclined, then I want you to pick one of the notes on the keyboard and put that in the comments now. And the order that Kristen sees them is the order that we're going to try to form the beginning of a melody. If you don't know the notes on the piano, just think of a letter in the alphabet between A and G and go from there. All right, you have your assignment. Kristen is going to be watching the comments, and we are a little delayed. So again, give us a note on the musical keyboard, and Kristen will put them in some sort of order for me.
Yes, I am anxiously awaiting the first comment to come in with a note. And until then, we have to vamp a little bit.
Just a little vamp.
One thing I noticed is that your shirt matches the blanket over there.
It kind of does.
Okay, we have the notes coming in now. We can stop vamping.
Okay.
All right, it looks like we have C sharp.
C sharp.
Which is from Rebecca Osborne.
All right, thank you, Rebecca.
A flat.
A flat.
From Phil Beaver.
All right.
D from Teresa Bays.
Okay, D.
And B from Joe Eisinger.
All right, well, you guys gave me some dissonant stuff to work with. All right, All right, I like how this is turning out. So that is the order I'm stuck with, but I can choose to move those notes around the keyboard if I wish. So we're going to try to come up with something here on the spot again that sounds, at least somewhat decent. So I do need a little bit of brainstorming power to figure out where I'm going to move these things. So again, it's D flat, right? A flat, and a D, and a B. This is a nice challenge. I like it, guys. All right, we might have something here. I'm not sure why exactly that turned into like a sort of minor tango, but it did.
Yeah, I was getting the real tango vibes there. That one developed really cool though.
I'm glad somebody thought so.
I
But
thought so.
are you like contractually obligated to say that because you're the executive producer?
I am, but also Brenda said that that's beautiful,
Oh.
and Kathy Brown also said love the melody. So melancholy. Yeah.
Mhm.
Teresa Bay says that's just beautiful and it reminds her of music from The Love Story with Ryan O'Neal and Ally McGraw.
Huh. Well, I guess that's another movie for us to watch at some point.
And Brenda agreed with Teresa.
Huh. The Love Story.
And finally, Mike Osborne has claimed the naming rights to this song. He wants to name it.
Okay.
And he names it Moonshine Over the Mountains.
Now all that's left is for somebody to write the lyrics. I'll have to record it and send it out and see if there are any poets out there who are up for the challenge.
Perfect.
Poetic. Well, speaking of poetry, I'm sure we've got some more song requests out there.
Speaking of poetry, yes, this next song comes from Kathy Brown, and she requests The Boxer by Paul Simon.
Shoot, I don't know that one. But I know another Simon and Garfunkel tune.
I forgot you don't know that one.
I know,
Kathy,
I don't.
that is one of my favorite songs. So
I know. I need to learn it, just at least for your sake, Kristen. And also for the Browns' sake.
yeah, how about we replace it with a different Garmin? Simon and Garfunkel
Garmin
song.
and Sardunkel?
Yeah, you can replace that.
Okay. Well, yeah, Kathy, I really hope that this other Simon and Garfunkel tune will suffice as a replacement until I can learn the Boxer. But this is a Simon and what Simon and Garfunkel tune do we want to do? Because I know a couple.
That's up to you, I would say.
Okay. Maybe we could do a medley of two of them,
Okay.
or the two that I know.
The two that you know, because it's the two that you recorded for our wedding.
Yeah, that's kind of special. So, yeah, the two songs that I will play back to back are "Feelin' Groovy" and "Bridge Over Troubled Water." So, two Simon and Garfunkel classics. Hope you enjoy. a little tribute to Simon and Garfunkel, at least for the songs that I know, which are "Feelin' Groovy" and
Which
"Like a
are
Bridge Over
2.
Troubled Water." Yeah, which are 2.
Hey, that's better than 0. So
That is true. That is true. And speaking of 0, I didn't think before I started to make that transition. But we hope that you are having a non-zero amount of fun, meaning something greater than 0. Or maybe
You're trying to save it.
Yeah, I am. And if you were having fun, then maybe you thought, I wonder if there's a way that I could capture a little bit of the Dustin Phillips piano magic with me for later in my car, in my phone, in anywhere else outside of Facebook. Well, today is your lucky day. I'm laughing now because Kristen is cracking up, and oh boy.
My 2 favorite places to go: into my car and into my phone.
Where else would you want to go? Well, if you are thinking about going to those 2 places in the near future and wish that you had some of Dustin's piano with you, fear not. There is a way that you can get that. Goodness, I am so stumbling over my words tonight. I apologize. But there is a way that you can get a little bit of Dustin's piano in your home or wherever you want to take it. Through my services on Fiverr, which is Fiverr. It's a freelance site where I offer, for certain amounts of money, to record a personalized song for you. That could be a cover. It could be, if you want me to just play an original song or you have some chords for me to lay out, then I can certainly do that. But on Fiverr is where I am offering, just for starting at as low as $5, to play a song that may be a favorite of yours, maybe a cover that you'd like to hear adapted for the piano. Maybe you're a fan of John Williams and want to hear Star Wars arranged for the piano. We can definitely do that. Loads of options. I just hope that, and I think Kristen is displaying where you can actually go to find that. It's above me where all that info is that she graciously put together. But that's just a fun thing. You know, if you enjoy what you hear and would just like to support us in some way and also get a fun thank you gift in return, then that is a cool option to do just that. So maybe you'll consider that. Maybe you'll give it as a gift to yourself or to your friend or to your Valentine in a couple weeks. Hint, hint. So we hope that you'll consider that. That is just an option for you. So on with the music, though. We have a little bit of time left, at least this evening. Of course, I have all night. But I want to make sure you all get to bed at a decent time. It's a school night, after all.
Yes, we have, looks like 5 people lined up in the queue.
All right.
You think we can fit that in?
I think we might be able to. What have we got?
So the next one is TV theme song medley.
Wow.
Let me pull up the... there we go. So this is from Rebecca Osborne. And she has a bunch of different ones that you could theoretically do.
Okay. So what theoretical TV songs could we potentially do?
Love Boat.
Don't know it.
MASH.
Only a little bit, but not very much.
Okay. Big Bang Theory.
No.
The Office.
Okay. Yes, I know that one for sure.
Parks and Rec.
Know that one for sure.
The Waltons.
Yes, I think so.
How many do you want? We're at 3 now.
Well, I don't know if that's actually the Waltons themes. I know that's the one from the original Christmas movie, but I'm not sure if it's the same one.
Okay, how about the Brady Bunch?
Okay.
Okay, so The Office, Parks and Rec, Brady Bunch.
Okay, we got those 3.
Do you want any more?
Sure. Let's do max 5 or 6.
Okay, Little House on the Prairie.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, and then any other songs of your choice.
Okay. You should, Kristen may have to help me out with this because, as y'all know, I have terrible memory. And so, you could even just say them, when I nod, and you can just give me another one, and I'll try to work it in somehow.
Sounds good.
All right, so this is a bunch of TV show theme medley things. Here we go. Woo! Turn on your TV. It's coming right at you. really had to dig deep in my memory there for some of those, especially the ones toward the end. I think I didn't quite get the melody on the Brady Bunch. Like I knew part of the beginning and part of the end, and I kind of had to improvise.
It was definitely in the Brady Bunch style, though.
Yeah, okay.
So
like that's probably what the Brady Bunch show theme sounds like when you're dreaming and like your brain can't piece together all the right information.
yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
I have a quote here from Sarah Brown that actually cracked me up during that. So you said, you have a terrible memory, and Sarah typed, Dustin, as he plays every song we can name by heart and lists composers, usually has a random fun fact that he has memorized. As you all know, I have a terrible memory.
Yeah, that's all. It's me. It's me, everybody.
That cracked me up. Great. Yeah, that was from Rebecca Osborne, and she said, way to mesh the old and the new.
Well, yes. I mean, it's just what you get when you flip through the channels and you tune into, at least in Indianapolis, MeTV with the old ones. Well, in fact, Office and Parks and Rec, they haven't been making new episodes for eternity, so they're about to like get onto the old people TVs thing soon enough.
Yeah, maybe.
I think so. Like they're both timeless enough that I can imagine them being like syndicated and rerun, kind of like how Seinfeld is now.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Anyway, that's just musing about TV. We both don't watch a lot of TV anyway, so we're not qualified to make those decisions.
Are you ready for another request?
Lay it on me.
All right. So this next one comes from Joe Eisinger, and he said, "Hey, buddy, you got any
buddy.
Gershwin tonight?"
I do have a little bit of Gershwin. Might as well. Let's see. It's Kristen knows this, but there is one particular Gershwin song that I heard when I was younger that was on like a CD that I had that sort of makes me like cringe to hear it. And it's a particular rag that he wrote. I'm gonna challenge myself and see if I can play it tonight. You might notice what it is if I start making like faces at my own hands when I'm playing it. Like, it will be faces of shock. No. But we'll play, I think, we'll at least try to get the Rhapsody in Blue and a little bit of I've Got Rhythm in there. So here's to you, George Gershwin, and to you, Joe, for suggesting it. That was a mixture of Gershwin's I've Got Rhythm plus some select portions of Rhapsody in Blue. I think at some point, I used to know the whole 17-minute long piece, or at least play it by ear as best as I could. And I just haven't played it often enough that I have remembered it up until this point. I think that's going to maybe that could be my 2021 music goal, is to relearn that.
Yeah, that would be a great goal.
At some point. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I don't have 17 minutes to sit down at the piano, but maybe that will have to change. Well, excuse me. What else is in our request queue right now?
Yeah, so we have 2 more sets of requests.
All right.
If we have time. We're right at 9 o'clock.
Okay, I think we can keep going.
Yes. So we're going to do 2 together. One is from Elijah Brown and one is from Sarah Brown.
All right.
A little Brown medley.
Of course.
Oh, but before we get to theirs, I have to say, earlier you said old people TV, and we had a few people chime in about that.
Oh, boy.
Kim Beaver and Rebecca Osborne was like, did you just say old people TV? Really? And then Mike Osborne says, we prefer classic TV. Ha ha. And everybody was like, yes, thank you.
Yes.
Y'all are funny
yeah.
in the comments. There's enough comments to where I had to bring it up.
That's fair. All right. We will rebrand Old People TV as Classic TV. Noted for future performances.
All right. So let's do the Brown medley. Elijah Brown requested Happy by Pharrell Williams.
Pharrell, of course. Yes.
And Sarah Brown requested Way Down Upon the Swanee River.
Interesting.
So I thought 2 very different songs would be a fun medley.
All right, well, let's give it a try. This is harkening back to our nonsensical medley, except we'll just do this with 2 songs and see how it turns out. So, the Swanee River plus Happy by Pharrell. Here we go. that was kind of fun. Oh, excuse me. I'm just getting a little choked up here, you know.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful. Oh man. Well, yeah, that was a nice challenging melody, as a matter of fact, or medley.
Yeah,
whatever the word.
you did it very well.
Thank you.
So Melissa Phillips, I hope you're still watching because your medley is going to be the closer because it's a perfect medley. But before we do that one, Tim Norman is watching,
Oh, hi Tim.
and he requested Elmer's Tune. Do you know that one? It's a big band classic.
I don't actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I should be a guy who knows all the big band classics, but I don't. But we'll mark that down for next time, Tim, because I do need to get some more big band into my repertoire. That's for sure.
It's also one I hadn't heard of either. So, but it's been very well covered according to Google, which is what I was doing over here.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm sure I can find something that I can adapt to the piano. That's for sure.
Yes.
Cool.
So then if you're ready for the last
I
medley.
think we are. Yes, we've had a good solid hour of music. That's for sure. And all thanks to you all who are requesting such fine pieces, even if I don't know all of them. I am not all omniscient, as they say, but I do hope to, for some of these songs that I don't know, get those ready to go for our next concert next month, which would be March the 1st, wouldn't it?
March the 1st, yes.
Yeah, so I hope that you all come back at the same time, 8 p.m. for that concert. We'd love to see you there, play some more of your suggestions, and we'll see if you can stump me again. But we will go ahead and close out this evening with what, Kristen?
Well, since it's February, that means Valentine's Day is coming up, and Melissa Phillips has requested some Valentine songs.
Okay, just some Valentine songs?
Well, I have a few here.
Oh, okay. Well, let's. What do we got?
T for Two,
Okay.
My Funny Valentine,
Mhm.
Love Me Tender.
Ooh, don't know that one well enough. I'm
Really?
sorry.
Really?
Really?
Huh. And Can't Help Fall in Love.
Okay, I at least know that one.
Okay, we can do those three then.
Okay, so T for Two, My Funny Valentine, and Can't Help Falling in Love.
Yes.
All right. Well, this is all for all you lovers out there, as they say. I bet. Anyway, a few Valentine's songs to take you into your Valentine's weekend in a couple weeks. few Valentine love songs to end our evening tonight. And you all should know that you have a special place in our hearts. Just to see you, even over the Facebook comments, is a treat for us, especially for Kristen, because she gets to see everything.
Yes, I love it so much.
Mm-hmm. And we are all so very grateful once again that you would join us for an evening. I think Kristen wants to say something. She was leaning into the microphone. I think I cut her off.
No, I just had some comments for you.
Oh, okay.
Ann Dickinson says, thanks so much.
You're welcome, Ann.
Phil Beaver said, hail Purdue.
Hail Purdue. All hail to the old gold and black.
Brenda said, Dustin and Kristen, this has been wonderful as always. Looking forward to the 1st of March, which is our next show.
Indeed.
Francis said, thanks for a lovely evening of music. Teresa Bays also says, thank you. This made our evening. Sarah Brown has similar sentiments.
Oh.
She can't wait for the next one. And Cheryl Conwell said that she finally located us and that you catch that Elvis stuff quickly.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Cheryl.
And Tim is also happy to see you back on live, and he can't wait for the next one as well. So.
Well, yes, we will look forward with you to March the 1st at 8 p.m., where we'll give you another round of your requests and just general fun antics on the piano. So from myself and Kristen, we will see you next time. I'm Dustin signing off.
And I'm Kristen signing off.
Good night, everybody.